Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to our session. Let's start Android Studio Super Shortcuts. First of all, we introduce ourselves. I'm Saiki, and he is Yugo. We are from Japan. We work for Yahoo Japan, which is one of the biggest search services in Japan. We develop an auction service that allows users to trade with each other. As you can hear, we are not good at English, but we'll do our best. Please support us. Even if you cannot hear what we are saying, please don't worry, because shortcuts are displayed at the bottom of the screen. Also, we have prepared a list of shortcuts so that you can review. Okay, let's get into the main topic. Maybe everyone here wants to be a super engineer writing code so fast. Question: do you use mouse or trackpad while coding? Thank you. Most people use it. Why? Why in the hell do we have to move our right hand back and forth between keyboard and mouse? It's nothing but pain, unless you're training on your right hand. You should throw away your mouse. Only after that can everything else begin. In this session, we will tell you how to write code at high speed without using mouse. If you can do it, your coding speed will be double or 10 times faster. First of all, we won't tell you how fast the shortcut is compared to the mouse. So, I have prepared such content. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay? That is Mouse Man versus Shortcut Man. Thank you. You are a good audience. Thank you. We will compare the same refactoring between using mouse and using shortcut. This time, he is Mouse Man, and I'm Shortcut Man. Okay, let's do it from a Mouse Man.
Okay, I'm a mouse man. Okay? Okay, I will not lose to the cat. Let's open the mouse class file. I want to refactor. I press the project button at upper left of the screen. Expand directory and app, source, main, Java, and scratch the view. And select just this. Okay. I press the hyphen button to hide it. In this class, there are 3 same processes to create full name. I want to combine into one method. Copy and fun, create full name. Okay. It returns string. I select this area to copy. I try to select it again. I accidentally drag the selection. It happens. Try again. Copy and paste to create full name. And return this block. I add argument. First and second. Last, sorry. Last and uppercase. Okay. I copy and paste this area. And I type first and last and uppercase. And copy and paste, and replace. It's all done. Thank you.
Thank you, Matsuma. Next is shortcut turn. I will try to do the same thing using shortcut. Open file. Okay, I want to combine same code into one function. Select, shortcut, type, create full name, enter. Okay, enter, enter, enter. Okay, finish. Perfect. It is easy. Okay, as you can see, the shortcut commands are much faster than the mouse command. Don't you want to be as smart as shortcut command? Okay, we will introduce the shortcuts while demonstrating as you can. There are so many shortcuts that we use frequently, like this. However, we cannot introduce everything in time, so we concentrated on what we use most often. If there is a shortcut that you like, please share it on Twitter with droidCon tag. It will make us happy. Okay, first, Yugo will demonstrate creating project with shortcut.
Okay, thank you, Saiki. I'll show you shortcuts you can use to manage your screen and file while implementing an activity. Please rest assured that I'm not mouse man. I'm shortcut man from now. Okay, let's press Command 1 to open the project window. And Command and 029 are bound to different shortcuts. You will notice that the tool buttons have underlined numbers. Also, Option F12 opens the terminal window. All right, I'm going to create an activity. On project window, search package and press Command-Shift-A to bring up the action search dialog. Do you know action search dialog allows you to do several things, such as making activity and searching for preferences. Type activity and select empty activity. And check launch activity. Okay, let's start editing. Since I'm not going to be using the tool window, I press Command-Shift-F12 to hide it. Pressing it again toggles the visibility. Pressing shortcut of tool window, such as Command 1, can also toggle the visibility. And pressing Shift Escape can hide the last active tool window. Okay, let's start editing the layout file. Everything is familiar shortcut, double shift O, search everywhere, right? You can also use Command-Shift-O to easily search by file name. Open activity main.xml file. There are times where you go back and forth from design and text tabs when editing an XML file. You can press Shift-Control left or right to easily cycle through these tabs. Okay, I create a button. BU and select button and select wrap content, and set ID to, sorry. No, sorry. Set ID to button and text to hello. Okay, hard coding text shows a warning, so press Option Enter to show the quick fix dialog, and select extract string resource to easily create a resource. I want to position a button in the center of the screen. I've configured a live template. Live template is very useful. Type center and select parent. Okay, it's perfect. Lastly, press Command Option L to reformat your layout file. Let's go back to our activity. Pressing Ctrl Tab return you to your previously opened file. Holding Ctrl and pressing Tab multiple times allows you to cycle through your open file. You can also Command E to view your recently opened file. This shortcut allows you to easily navigate through your recently file while coding, which makes it convenient. Let's start editing our activity file. Pressing Shift Enter, add new line. And I will be add on-click listener to the button. And set on-click listener. Pressing Command P show you what parameter you need to pass. And pressing Command B jump to the variable declaration. I'm sure most people use command click. Press Command Option left or right, or Command square bracket to cycle through your previous jumps. Pressing it multiple times, go back to your original editing. I know a shortcut that instantly return to the original file. It's Command Shift Delete. You can very quickly to return. Pressing Option Space show a dialog of how something is implemented. You can allow to copy the text within the dialog. Next, type object on-click listener. Okay. Press F2 to jump to the error, and press Command F1 to show the error message, and press Option Enter and select Implement Members. Next, let's create the program that changes the text when click on the button. VR's button and .par. It's a postfix completion. I'll explain it detail later. Set text equals cheers. Let's remove the warning by using Option Enter. Press F2 and Option Enter and select extract string resource. And F2, Option Enter, and convert to lambda. Okay, next, let's change set on click listener to set on long click listener. If you want to see the autocomplete dialog again, press Ctrl space. If you press Enter, extras remain in this way. Pressing Tab override it nicely. And type true. Press Command Option L to reformat the code. You can reduce merge conflict by making reformat a habit within your team. There are many other shortcuts. Command D, duplicate the current line. And Command delete, delete the current line. And Option Command T, to quickly wrap a block in try catch if parentheses. And Command U, navigate to super method. Command Option B, navigate to the implementation. Control O, to override member method. And Command F12, show your file structure. Command Option F7, Command Option F7, show usage. And Control Option H, show code hierarchy. Command Option F12, show the reveal in folder finder dialog. Have you guys remember everything? It might be impossible to remember everything, so I recommend start with the following. Command E, recently file. Option space, to quick glance at the declaration. And Command Shift delete, to instantly go back to the file that you are originally editing. And F2, to jump to the error. And Command F1, to see the error detail. And Option Enter, quickly address the error. Next, I'm going to introduce postfix completion in detail. Open postfix completion file. You can write code faster with postfix completion. .var or .var. Declare variables. And list of .array of. Create collection. Next, .for. Create iterate statement. .iter. Iterate. It's same. And .sout. It's print. And null. Check expression to be null. And not. Toggle to the else condition. And not null. Check expression to be not null. .nn, it's same. And .if, .else, check boolean. And .y, and .when, create statement. Okay. And .pr, wrap block in parentheses. And .try, wrap, try catch. And return, return this block. Next, Saiki is going to introduce option enter in detail.
Okay, thank you, Yugo. I will introduce the option enter. I think the option enter is the king of shortcuts. Okay, open file. Okay, look, we've got a lot of running and errors. Looks like a hopeless situation, right? But don't fret, we can easily fix this by using our option enter. Let's try it out. There is a typo. Okay, press option enter. Again, enter and select name you like. Okay. Next, we want to make a variable private. Select it and press option enter and enter. All right. We have a variable that's not being used anywhere that we'd like to remove. Pressing Option Enter allows us to safely remove it. Okay. This if is showing a warning. It's telling us that we should use when. So what should we do? Yes, we press Option Enter. But there are still warning left. We have not covered all conditions. We can also address this using Option Enter and select our remaining branches. Okay, all conditions were covered automatically. And if we want to add or change the return type, or want to remove an unused variable, or safely change the expression body, we can address all of these using Option Enter. If there are any issues, just try pressing Option Enter. So please try remembering it. Apart from fixing warning and errors, there are also other usage cases for Option Enter. For example, if we have a function with tons of parameters, so long parameter, and we want to add a new line after each comma, okay, press Option Enter and select Put parameter on separate lines. Okay, it becomes easy to read. We can also do the reverse by selecting Put parameter on one line. Option Enter is very useful, so please remember and try it out. Okay, next, Yugo going to introduce shortcuts about running and debugging application.
Thank you, Saiki. Let's try running the application that I just created. Open file. Press Ctrl R, run the application. It's the same as pressing the navigation bar's play button. Wait for it to build. Okay. Press and hold this button. Okay. Cheers. Thank you. Let's try using the debugger. You can add breakpoint using Command F8. Command F8. And pressing Ctrl D. Run the debugger. Wait, please. Okay. Press F8 to step over, and press F7. Step in, and shift F8 to step out. Pressing Command Option R allow you to jump to the next breakpoint. Next, you can also make it stop at your current cursor position by pressing Option F9. Pressing Option F9. When you want to look at this variable value, do you press Calculate icon button? Press Option F8 to show the evaluate dialog, and enter to execute. With this shortcut, you can also make debugging faster. I want to remember the following shortcut. Press Command R and Command D to run the application and debugger, and F8 to step over. Command Option R to jump to the next breakpoint. Option F8 to show the evaluate dialog. Remembering these shortcuts will make debugging faster. Next, I'm going to introduce shortcuts on how to run tests. Pressing Command Shift T allow you to easily jump to your current class's test class. Since we don't have any tests, it will show create new tests. Select setup teardown and click OK. Wait, please. Okay, let's try writing a wiring test to see if everything is working. Tests, one test, test, assert true, equal true. Pressing Ctrl-Shift-R allow you to run target on your current cursor position. If your cursor is on a method, it runs that test. If you are above your class, it will run all tests in that class. And if you are on activity, it will run that activity. Next, Option Control R to show all of the tasks you have executed until now. There are two test shortcuts that I want to remember. Command-Shift-T to jump to the associated test file, and Shift-Control-R run the test under your cursor. That's it from me. Thank you very much. Next, Saiki is going to introduce shortcuts for refactoring.
Thank you, Yugo. Okay, I will introduce shortcuts for refactoring, which are very important for maintaining your code cleanliness. It includes shortcuts shown at the beginning. Open file. Okay, we have 3 semicolons here, here, here. If you do it normally using your mouse, you would have to make a function, add an argument, decide on a return value, and then you'd have to do it in 3 different places. But there is a shortcut that will do all of these. Let's try using it now. First, select the code you'd like to refactor with press Option up or down. Option up or down extends or shrink your selection. Okay. Once you've selected the code, press Option Command M. This will show the extract function dialog. Then choose your function name. If you want to change the variable names, you can press Tab to move the cursor. And pressing Option up or down changes the order of the variable, like this. Press Enter if you're happy with the changes. It will also ask you if you'd like to extract duplicate behavior. If you're happy replacing the block, you can press Enter. If you are not, you can press Option S to skip. If you want to replace everything, you can press Option A. Okay. The good things about this command is that it will correctly generate your parameters and return value. Even if there are not any duplicate behavior, using this is still faster compared to doing it manually. If there are multiple variables that have the same functionality, let's try changing it first plus last. Press Command Option V on variable. That will show the select expression dialog and select it you like. If there are multiple occurrences of the same construct, it will ask you if you'd like to replace everything in one go. Let's try replacing all occurrences. Decide on a good name, and then press Enter. Okay. And if we want to inline it, press Command Option N. It will show you 2 options: remove the variable or keep the variable. You can select and press Enter. Next, have a look at these 2 classes. maybe it makes more sense to define child inside parent. Doing it by hand seems okay, like that. But there is one problem. It shows compiler here. If it is only being used here, then it's no problem. But if it's being referenced in other classes, then it will be a bit troublesome. In that case, we can use F6. Select child and place F6. We want to move it inside the parent, so select to another class. And enter .parent. Then press enter. With this, there will not be any compile error, as Android Studio will handle everything for you. Even if it's being used in several other places, everything will be updated automatically. Let's try moving parent into its own file. Select parent and then press F6. Press F6 and select upper level. And if needed, we change the file name. Press enter. And as you will see, all of the imports have been updated as well. I've shown you a shortcut that I frequently use. So please try to remember them. Option Command M or V or N and F6. As a bonus, I will show you a trick to help you remember the shortcuts. That is Ctrl T. Pressing Ctrl T shows all of the shortcuts I have just introduced. This dialog also allows you to execute these shortcuts. And it shows you additional shortcuts that you might find useful. So at the bare minimum, please just remember Ctrl T. Next, let's look at this function. This function accepts 4 parameters, but the ordering is a bit odd. It's 3, 1, 2, 4, but we want to change it to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's first do it without using shortcut. Manually move 3 to, third place. So just doing this might cause an error. In time like this, we use Command F6. Select function and press Command F6. It will show you a list of parameters. And we can change the order by using Option up or down. And if you want, you can change the variable name. Press Ctrl Enter once we are satisfied. Okay, it updates the order of the parameters, includes all of its differences. If you want to change the name only, you can use Shift F6. Press Shift F6 on the variable or function. Type new name and press enter. Okay, the name is updated safely. If we want to change the order of line, we can use Option Shift up or down, like this. And Command Shift up or down works on function, member variable, and classes, like this. Amazingly, comments also move together. So cool. And lastly, we'll show you my favorite shortcuts combination. That is Ctrl G and Option Cursor. It's very useful and can be used in many ways. Try it out. There is a huge enum here. I want to add lowercase name field, like this. Okay. It is hard to do one by one. Let's use Ctrl G and Option Cursor at such time. Select comma first, then press Ctrl G, Ctrl G, Ctrl G. You can select multiple texts that are the same as the selected. by pressing Ctrl G. OK, all selected. Then move on the left and press Option Up. As I said earlier, you can extend or shrink the selection range with Option Up or Down. And you can move the cursor inward units with Option Left and Right. Okay, copy with Command C. Parentheses, double quotation, paste with Command V. Choose more with Option Up. And finally, Command Shift U. OK, perfect. It was easy. Command Shift U switch uppercase and lowercase. Ctrl G and Option cursor are rarely useful commands. Please remember them. Lastly, don't forget to press Option Command L to format your code. But this doesn't remove unused imports. So it's important to also press Option Ctrl O to remove those. With this, we have finished our refactor. Thank you. Okay, we introduced convenient shortcuts. This is shortcuts list that we introduced. It's best to remember everything, but I think it is too hard. So I selected 5 shortcuts that I want to remember especially. That are these 5. F2, navigate to error or warning. Option Shift Delete, return to the last edited location. Ctrl T, show all refactoring shortcuts. Ctrl G, select multiple texts. Option Up or Down, expand, shrink selection. At least, please remember and use these 5. If you find it useful, try using other shortcuts too. So today, you learned that using shortcut is faster than the using mouse. After that, throw away your mouse and use a shortcut every day. By doing so, you will be super, ultimate, high-speed engineer. We have finished the presentation. If you have any question, please catch us later. Thank you for listening.